Welcome to Quinn Broadcasting. This is Coach's Corner with Tony Trongone, with our head coach of the Thunderbolts, Humberto Ayala. Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Good. How you doing today?
And welcome back.
Yep, same.
And as always, I give you the introductions to our rather august group here. You want to do them?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we have Coach Carr, one of our offensive coordinators,
Welcome
up in the
back,
box.
Coach.
He's up in the box.
Good to be
He's
back.
Yep, back with us again. We have Dante Smith over there next to you. He's one of our starting slot receivers, as well as our starting point guard. But, you know, it's not basketball season, it's still football season. So, and then next to him, we have one of our returning running backs, or our returning running back, Brasir Hunter, who's been out for a little bit with an injury, and, you know, we're glad to have him back.
Yeah, like you said, I've been asking for Bryce here for a number of weeks now, so glad to have you back. And we're going to pick on you a little later, Bryce here. But we're going to go, so welcome, and welcome, Dante. So we're going to go, as always, we're going to go to the first quarter. We're going to review the last week's game. And so if we want to, can we bring up the scoring that happened? You can see the result was 49-6. Coach, you can interject when you want. You got the Brooks touchdown pass.
Yeah.
And we're going to see those plays.
Yeah, so, I mean, listen, I don't know. I say it every week. They put the safety far inside, and they put a single corner on top of Brooks, and it's just I don't know what the game plan was, but the fact is that's what they did, and we just took advantage of what they gave us. We moved fast, and Jacob and Brooks were able to hit each other and connect.
And then Freddie scored an 11-yard pass, and that was a nice run by him, right?
Yeah. I think he made it more difficult than it needed to be. He wanted to cut it back across the whole field, but listen, it worked out. He made a good move off the catch, because the outside backer was actually coming down hard and scraping down, and he just planted and made a move and got into the end zone. So
yeah, good.
I think every receiver scored in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue up there, and we have tape of all these plays, so we're going to see them. Then we have Dante's 28-yard pass from Zamat, right, at the second quarter?
Yeah, so we went quick again. They weren't lined up over top of Dante. Jacob just got it out real quick, and Dante was wide open, and the rest was Dante. He just got outside and showed his speed and got in the end zone.
And then we had the Martin's 3-yard run. They made a run downfield. We'll show that one play that they got a huge yardage on. And then we had Teron Hale with a 46-yard. He made it look easy on that one. I see it a couple times.
Yeah, single coverage, quarterback there with safety far inside. I don't know. Just took advantage of that again. So it was a good pass, good ball.
So we go in the locker room 27-6. We come back out. Then Thomas Smith had a fumble recovery in the end zone, and then we had Naeem Sharp with a beautiful run. I got that on tape. That was really good with a little change of pace.
Yeah, especially he had that ridiculous hesitation at the end when the kid was in pursuit of him, which is insane.
Can't teach that, man.
Nah. Listen, a lot of the things he does is just natural, and he's just a very, very good athlete.
And then finally, it was saved the best for last. Dante's 34-yard pass. That was great catch. We're going to see that soon too. And then final score 49-6. And you can see, folks, there's a lot of blue and orange up there on that board. So let's go, Coach. Let's go to that one play. It's the Brooks TD. We'll talk about that. I framed it out. We have a little bit of annotation on it, so you can talk about the play.
So you could pause it right there. Look at where that safety is. So, I legit, after this play was done, I looked at their sideline, and I'm like, what are you doing? So, Brooks ran a great route, made the kid stumble, trip over his feet. That's like taking candy from a baby, I think. That's how I look at it. It's just because my thing is this kid's a top Division I player, and you're going to, so apparently they thought that corner could run with him. That's what I found out later on.
You can't see the safety on the screen at the beginning.
No, he's all the way to the left. See him all the way to the left? There's the safety. They single high coverage. Yeah. They left that step like a dude up. So much for running with him, huh? I don't know.
All right. So that was
there's not much to it other than
yeah, it was pretty simple, right?
Yeah,
playing catch.
Yep.
That's what I say, man. Sometimes
pitch and catch. Yep.
And so we got another play that the next drive, we have a touchdown by Freddie Levan, 11-yard pass, so we can see that one there.
Yeah, we brought motion in from the outside. Freddie, well, he moved a little too soon. And now we're going to bring that motion in from the outside into a bunch. Freddie bubbles out. Does a great,
I'm gonna do my
blocking's there. But Freddie makes a good move here.
Whoop.
It gets vertical. I think he could have kept going vertical, but
Whoop.
He just wants to
Whoop.
he wants to make it different.
I want to do like Chris Berman. So you can show that one more time without my face? I'm only joking. So go ahead, Coach. Do it again.
Yeah. So you had the motion in. Because you're drawing that corner in. And then we had the bubble off of it. I think our tackle there missed the cut block. Yeah, so, I mean, the rest of this is Freddie just being a good athlete. I mean, listen, they didn't have anything near what we had as far as, athleticism and speed.
Gotcha. And then so we're up 14-0. We had a 2-point conversion there. And then the next in the second quarter, we have a touchdown pass from Dante. So maybe we'll give you and Dante to describe that play. You can talk about what's going on in that play. I think we talked about it a little bit, if we're going to show that.
Go ahead, Dante.
So we seen that it was nobody really over topping me. So Jacob really just threw a hot ball.
Got outside. Look at Tehran, had a great block, block out there, and Dante's got some, he's got good speed. So I mean, once he gets outside, it's a wrap. I think he showed that in the Lenape game on that screen with that middle screen we did too. So I mean,
so you guys yell hot. It's going to come to you.
We gotta play.
Yeah, we have good job, Dante. We have a play that just kind of makes that happen. I mean, all our guys are well aware of what to do in those moments.
And I've seen Tehran Hales did a lot of good downfield blocking last week. Really good. So being a good teammate. And college scouts look for that, too.
He picked up the offer from Nebraska last year because of his physicality and blocking. So I had to tell you, because the official tried throwing a flag on him, and I let the official know that. And then he looked at me, he's like, well, okay.
So now I didn't want to show the Lacey touchdown, so I went right to the Tehran Hales touchdown right at the end of the half.
Yeah, again, look at where the safety is. It's one-on-one. They're pressed up on another kid that's a Division I kid. I think, I just think that they thought that safety was going to get over there in time.
Yeah,
he's on the hash. He's on the hash, but it's just that they underestimated, I think, the speed of our wideouts. Like, that safety could be on the hash, but we're so fast on the outside that pursuit angle is not what they expected to be. So I found out that they watched the Irvington film and they saw what they did, and but it's just like Irvington had 2 Division I safeties up top. There's a difference. These kids aren't I don't think, Division III were safeties. I mean, but Tehran ran a great route, took an inside release, State held the numbers. Jacob threw a great ball. That safety's not getting there. The rest is there.
Good stuff. Yeah.
So it's like, I think teams watch. I think they focus on like that Irvington film without the mindset of understanding what that Irvington team wants.
Schuler and that's it.
They got 3 Division I kids on there. Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing those guys. Really good seeing these plays, and again, the downfield blocking was pretty good. And then we go to the next play where we'll have Thomas Smith. It was a bad snap. So it's,
he screamed off the edge here. I mean, he's coming hard. I mean, this is what he does. He loves it. I know his eyes lit up once he saw this, because he just hawked this quarterback. He saw it right away, went right at him. Boom, hit him. I think Darian fell on the ball, but then Thomas kind of Darian didn't secure it, and then T just took it from him, and then ran and said, "See, I still scored."
Let's see it one more time.
Yeah, this was a good hit. I mean, this is good pursuit, good nose for it. I mean, you could see all our guys; they were all after it. So.
It's a good play by Thomas.
Yeah.
There he is with the ball. Good stuff. And then second to the last touchdown, this is that Naeem Sharp run. It's I think it was a 84-yard run.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful run here.
Just, I mean, listen, just, I mean, you know, we blocked this well. We had numbers on this side, you know. You can see everybody, all the defensively, they're all accounted for. There's no, you know, and then the rest, you know, this is a great cutback. Great job setting up his blocks. And then this hesitation here to slow him down.
Yeah, he kind of faked like he was going to go inside.
Yep. And it made him stumble for enough. I mean, that's just, you know, that's what Sharp does. He's broke a couple big ones this year. He's broke a couple big ones. So.
Again, I'd like to see it one more time.
Yeah. I mean, I rewound this back multiple times just because of that hesitation, man.
Yeah, but the good blocking, too. Like, I could see on the edge.
Yeah, listen, we did a great job. Look, that's a great
right
reach
there.
block. I mean, but granted, it was easy because the kid took an inside release. But that was because the backer was coming outside. And, you know, this is Naeem pressed it. So we, that's that. So you know what that is right there? That's outside run. When we do the ladder drill with the receivers, and everybody gets upset because we do ladder drill all day, outside run, and that's why we do it for them, so they can know how to ladder the stuff from an outside situation.
And we're going to end the first quarter with a great touchdown, probably the best catch I've seen in the 3 years I've been covering the games.
Yeah,
Really,
Dante,
I know you're here, Dante, and I'm not trying to.
So prior to this play, we called something else, and we got called for a penalty. You know.
Good blocking, some Mott's in the pocket.
Yeah, this is just. What do you got to say about it, Dante?
All I gotta say is just attack the ball at its highest point. That's what I was taught.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, first of all, this is look what see, we got guys all over the place. Single high coverage, right? You have single high coverage. Dante takes an inside release, leans on him, runs a good route, holds the numbers, and that's just an athlete right there. Being an athlete, listen. It's like pulling teeth to get guys to go high point ball sometimes like that. Because, you know what I mean? Because when you extend, you're going down, you're going to get, and you got contact. You know what I mean? That's like, it's impressive. It's impressive. But Dante's playing at a very high level right now. We're excited and proud of him.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of blue. We won the game 49-6, and that'll conclude the first quarter. We're going to have some other plays of what happened in the game, and some team stats, individual stats.
Yep.
And we'll be right back after this commercial.
Are you ready to find your fit at Rowan College of South Jersey?
I'm ready
I'm ready
I'm ready
to find my fit
in human resources.
in engineering technology.
in healthcare.
With 6 divisions that include more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RCSJ gives you the choice to find a future that fits your goals. Visit rcsj.edu/enroll to start today.
Cumberland County, we are committed to ongoing economic growth, improving our infrastructure with road and electric upgrades, over $1.2 billion in private company investment. All of this means improved opportunities, offering higher wages and benefits for you, our hardworking residents. We want to keep the growth going. That's why Dr. Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez and I are the people's candidate. I'm Darlene Barber, and I support this message.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization. Al Jones, Treasurer.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Need something fixed?
Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour has been the expert in small engine repairs, lawnmower repairs, blade sharpening, screen and window repair, glass cutting, generator maintenance, and power tool repairs. Latour services all major brands, and whether you visit the store or take advantage of Latour's pickup and delivery service, you'll know your job is being done right. Think hardware, think Latour Hardware and Garden Center. Come on in and get started.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. Tony Trongone with Coach Ayala, Coach Carr. We got Bryce Hunter, and we have Dante Smith with us. And this is the part we're going to go over our team stats. If we can pull that up, and the coaches and the players can talk about the team stats. Give it a second. There it is, Coach. Look at those numbers. Total yards, 429 yards. 200 and balanced, 196 rushing.
Outside of the Cherokee game, it's been like that all year. You know, I mean, we put point of emphasis on being able to balance in both ways, and you know.
Look at the time of possession now.
But that's because we scored quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we scored quick, and then you know, so they wound up having they had more possessions than us because of how quick we scored. So.
There's just one thing we need to work on, and you can see that number.
I know. It's been our Achilles heel, and we're trying to. But I'm not going to make excuses. I would say maybe a quarter of those are relevant and unnecessary. So.
Gotcha. I'll look at the Lacey stats. So for the defensive side, did you expect much passing from at all?
They're not a passing team. I think they throw it maybe 4 times a game, 5 times a game. They threw it a little bit, tried to throw a little bit more in that game just because they were down so much. But that's not their style. They were coming in for time of possession and ground and pound.
Yeah, they were going to try to keep the ball out of your hands.
Yep.
Right? So everybody knew that. And then we'll go to individual stats. And for passing, Zamat had 5 touchdowns. So you were talking. I don't have the stat up there for the year, but where's he at for the year with passing?
So he just went over 2,000. I think he's at like 2,070. All right, so he's the second quarterback in Millville history to pass for over 2,000 yards. Nate Robbins was the first one. So Zamat's the second one to do that. You know, and we have 5 potential games left. So I mean, if we're averaging like 230 plus a game in passing, he can, you know, probably break the record in that sense. But
okay, I mean, it looked like I said, Martin's had a rough game passing.
Yeah.
And then as far as rushing, Naheem Sharp, 7 carries, 124 yards and a touchdown. McBride with 1 carry at 7 yards, and then Demir. Yeah, he opened up the game with him.
Yeah. For certain reasons. I mean, we opened up with him, and he held his own. Demir showed and proved that he can rock and run with the best of them. So I mean, he did that, and he did it well.
Yeah, we caught a little bit of heat on the play because you can't see the numbers real well. You can't see the numbers real well in defense of Rich Van Noord.
Yeah.
And these stats are all courtesy of Rich Van Noord.
Yeah,
by the way.
I know.
I should put it up there in print.
But I know you guys have different expectations on who you're going to see, and then you see something different.
Oh yeah, you can't see the number, and we corrected it though. So
Yeah.
we want to make sure Demir gets the credit, and you can see the runners for Lacey, and then receiving, you see Brooks had 3 catches for 63 yards, a touchdown. Dante had 2 catches for 62 yards, 2 TDs. Hale 2 for 55, and then Freddie Levan 2 for 53. So
that's balanced too.
Yeah, everybody. It's like everybody got a chance to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so.
I mean, and I think that's the best part. I mean, like, you know, it's hard. I always say it's hard. It's hard being a receiver because you can run a country mile and see like 2 or 3 targets, and then you're blocking, and so it's a big mental position to play in just because of you know, the mindset you have to have with it. You know.
So we're going to go back to some plays during the game. So this was if you can explain, this was that Freddie Levan long game. It was a pretty, I mean, I haven't seen many high school teams use this play. If you can explain that one there.
It's offensive coordinator of the year. Yes, I mean, it's just, it's the bootleg. I mean, off of our tight bunch formation.
So who's to the left of Freddie?
That's you. I was Tehran running the deep cross, and then you had Dante outside at the point. So to the left of Freddie was Dante. Yeah. So, I mean, listen, we knew I knew it was gonna hit. But it hit well. I mean, you had Freddie or Tehran wide open, to be honest.
Yeah, that's it.
Normally
that backer has to pick one of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, he just middled it, which I mean, Freddie's a great athlete. So I mean, any of our guys, you give any of our guys that route there, it's going to be the same thing. So Dante gets behind the ball. Thank you. All right. So I mean, listen, it's just the spacing, the fan out of the routes were well done. And it worked out because, Tehran wound up being in a blocking position for it. So,
yeah, it says a lot about Tehran as a teammate again. And then going to give the defense a little love, right? So we have our sophomore, Jamal Wallace, with a sack, number 15. It's a really good play. There's a couple people in pursuit of the quarterback here, but Jamal got on him pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, he just, just like a lot of our linebackers, he has a good act for that ball. It's a good read and react situation right here. He saw the hole, delayed it, went right after it. Yeah, that's just a great play, man. Great play by a great player.
So he's supposed to sit back and just read it?
Yeah, it's just a read and react moment. Like, he's told to go, but it's more, I think, on a delay. If he sees that moment, he goes for it. Because I think, the Cherokee game, Sear Cornish had the same kind of one, and it turned into a fumble, where he delayed it, came right up the middle, and blew up the quarterback. It's the same idea, just from the Sam.
It's a good play by Jamal, promising. Yep. And then we're going to go to that long pass at the end of the second half, where I think it was a bad snap. I think I remember it was a bad snap. And it looked like Thomas Smith just crashed in to get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, I mean, Coach Cord tells him don't leave in coverage, like no matter what. And I mean, to T's credit, I think he, it just looked like, let me see this here. Okay, I just want to, yeah. See, I mean, you see that, man, like you see a loose ball, you're coming after it. I mean, like this kid just heaves it up like in a prayer. And what are the odds? That's just crazy. But after this, look at the speed of Brooks. This is crazy. This is a beautiful pursuit. Boom. So that was the price for catching that ball, I guess. But listen, that gave them momentum, which gave them the ability to punch one in.
So would they think you correct that during the week and say, let's stay at home and cover your guy?
Yeah, in a situation like that, but it's tough because you see a loose ball, like you're gonna it's like. The mindset of a player is like...
I would have went for the ball. I would have went for the ball.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not like he's in a passing situation there. You know what I mean? Like, he picks it up and just chucks it.
Yeah, trying to make a play.
Which, I mean, to be honest, like, no coach is telling their quarterback to do that in that moment because, like, that could have easily been intercepted and ran back for a touchdown. They took it and went with it. It's like the kid shooting the ball from, like... NBA range and makes it, and you're just
exactly. Yeah, you didn't call glass on that. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It banks off the glass and goes in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that one, Dante?
Yeah.
And then we've been in a couple weeks here. We've been trying to work on our edge on defense. So the next play is, they had like a pulling guard and a fullback kick out. That number 35, he was a good blocker. I know that. So I'm not trying to pick on our
we got caught inside.
I think this one he gets blown out to off the field almost.
So it was more or less like I think our outside backer just not getting off that block and shedding it and coming downhill.
Watch it one more time. But he didn't get sucked in. He just got blown out.
And our inside backers needed to bump down some too. We're too overloaded. Like, so right now we're outnumbered on that side where they get this. You're outnumbered. Everybody's accounted for. Everybody's blocked. Like, so this is a lose-lose situation for a defense, you know.
I feel like Brooks kind of got held out of bounds on this play too. The guy kind of bear hugged him and pulled him. It's hard to set an edge, you know, if you're getting tackled out of bounds.
And it wasn't cold, and we talked about that, you know. And I won't go there, but we know that that's been a bone of contention for us throughout the year. And I said it. I'll say it again. I'm not ashamed of it. Sometimes you got to play two opponents instead of one. So, and then that one last video. It'll be a screen called back. And again, Coach Carr, your guys were doing a good job downfield blocking.
Two good downfield blocks in this play. It's a shame he got called back.
Well, this is just
right there. See that little hold right there?
So
that's the hold.
But right before the play, and it's a shame because, like, you know, I wanted to get Kashan into the end zone. This was the play before Dante caught his pass.
Right. Exactly.
Because now we got pushed back, and I was just like,
right,
we're going to the end zone. And I told him, that was Jesus Brown. I told him, I was like, yo, if he goes underneath you, it's a wash. Just let it go. Don't go extra. And I don't know what he was thinking.
I think he's a good kid. He just wanted to do good.
Yeah.
He saw his guy and he didn't want to miss him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just trying to make up for it a little too much. But Andino with a great block there.
Because if that guy goes underneath him, it's a wrap anyway. Like, you know, and it's crazy because it was a good call, well executed, minus that. You know.
Show one more time. Can we show that one more time for Coach Carr? So his lineman can get a little bit of love.
Daring running out there, taking people out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was and it was. I think there was 2 penalties on it though.
I think he started to go upfield a little bit on his motion.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Actually ran there well.
Fuss did a great job. Yeah.
Listen, Fuss is fast, man. He runs. What does he run, the 4 by?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him, Saran, who else is it?
Jamil and some other kid.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll stay with Lacey. What did we learn about ourselves at Lacey? I'll start with Coach.
I mean, I just thought we did what we were supposed to do. You know, I mean, we played at a high level and we executed. The guys came ready to play, and you know, we just didn't play to their level, and we just did our part from the beginning to the end. So, I mean, it was just across the board: special teams, defense, offense, in every facet we executed. So I was happy with that.
Coach Carr, your line.
I feel like it's good that we can be balanced. We can run it, we can pass it. You know, there's no one thing we're good at, so we know in any type of game we can do whatever we want. You know, same with the D line. You know, we can stop the run, we can stop the pass. I mean, they had 38 minutes of offense, and we gave up 6 points. That's great to see. Like, it's tough to defend for that long in a game and not have a couple of mistakes, but we did.
Rotate your guys in on defense though a lot, right?
Yep, Coach Haynes is out there pulling ends out, pulling the nose out, keeping them fresh. Because we have a couple guys that do the O-line also.
Right.
So we try to keep them fresh, and yeah, we'll pull a guy off, talk to him a little bit, put another guy in. Same with like the linebackers. Coach Core will pull them out. So try to keep it fresh.
Yeah, my estimation of it was I played high school ball 1 year at college, and I was pretty good, but I was slow, and I felt like that's what they were. They were like me in high school. Like, they were tough kids and they're a tough team, but they weren't going to. They didn't stand a chance with our speed. That's bottom line.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, we actually played like I thought we would play in regards to. And I don't get involved in your game plan. I'm just a fan. That kind of. And my son say, "What that? Come on, what are you, a fanboy?" And I'm like, "Nah, I just been a fan. I want to see these guys succeed, you know." But again, I was like, "Nah, they're just not going to touch your speed." And so you guys did a great job. And so that's the end of the half. We want to review that Lacey game, and now we're going to talk about the 2 of the most important people that are here right now, our players. And we'll right back. We'll be picking their brain about what they're doing and knowing more about them after this commercial break. We'll be right back. All right.
Cumberland County, under our leadership, the County Commission Board is committed to making our community a better place to live. Improved medical opportunities, a full-time technical school, expanded community college programming, and the opportunity for our high school seniors to graduate with an associate's degree. We want to keep the momentum going. That's why Dr. Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez and I are the people's candidate. I'm Darlene Barber, and I support this message.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization. Al Jones, Treasurer.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Are you ready to go green and cut down on your electric bill? Then there is only one call you need to make. Soaring Solar is your complete source for solar, including new roof installations. Soaring Solar is a veteran-owned and family-run company. Call the Soaring Solar family today and talk with one of our solar consultants. For a free estimate, call Soaring Solar today at 609-270-7759 or find them on the web at www.soaringsolar.com.
We on that one?
And we're back to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trongone, along with Coach Ayala, Coach Carr, and then Dante Smith and Brashear Hunter. And this is where we interview the players, learn a little bit about them. And so I'm going to start with probably one of my favorite players, seriously, from last year. And again, I'm old, so I repeat myself a lot. I always say, "Where's Brashear at? Where's Brashear at?" And he's been hurt. So welcome back, Brashear.
Welcome back. Thank you.
You telling me to welcome back? So tell me a little bit. I always ask this question. So Brashear, who's been your greatest influence so far?
My greatest influence in my life was my dad. Like, he's been showing me the ropes of life and just letting me become the person I am today.
Okay. How about school? What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is math. Like, I'm very good with numbers and stuff. Like, that's all it is about math.
Any favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher was, I forget his name.
How can you forget your teacher's name, man?
I forget.
What subject?
Math. It was Coach Carney.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he helps out a lot, man. I know DT always says, Coach Carney helps my guys out all the time.
Yeah.
Good. Well, again, welcome back. And then tell me a little bit about what happened to you, why you're getting a late start this year as far as being in the lineup. I saw you play last week, right?
Yeah. I got a late start because first scrimmage of the year, I got injured third play of the game because I was running so hard and I was running down their neck. And third play, I went to go hit the kid, and then he just took my knee out, and when he took my knee out, I hyperextended it, and I tore my meniscus.
So percentage-wise, how much percent are you back to normal?
I'm probably 85% right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so, Coach, your expectations for Brashear?
Listen, I mean, I'm just glad he's back. You know, I mean, you know, his presence. You know, Brasier's a good kid. He's a great kid to have around the program. You know, I want him to be 100%. You know, I mean, so you know, he's back in the mix. We're slowly progressing him in. You know, he's came back at the right time for when, you know, he can help us most. You know, in this playoff run, defensively, offensively. But you know, he's got a big future still. So we're gonna, you know, take it with ease and slowly get him back in there. And our communication has just been like him letting me know how he feels and how good he is, just so that we're moving in the right direction. But I mean, he got cleared for full contact and he's a good to go. So it's just on him.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, like, Naheem Sharp has just impressed me immensely with his running. It's like, you know, a 1 to 10 out of 10. But last year, even the year before when you were a freshman, you hit the hole faster than anybody I've seen. You get to when you hand the ball off to you, it really is quick. And you get you know, I see you in the backfield, I'm like, you're going to get at least 4 yards just because of the way you hit the hole. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you back in the lineup running the ball too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, good. Now we'll go to this guy, Dante Smith. He's blossoming as a player out and a wide receiver. So I don't think you've been on here before, Dante. So tell me about who's been your biggest influence.
I'll say my mom and my dad. They were the ones who pushed me to this day.
And what about school? What's your favorite subject?
I'll say science.
Science? And
yeah.
Who's your teacher?
It was Coach Latour last year and Coach Carr.
Okay, who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Benson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everybody loves Miss Benson.
And so tell me about how the season has progressed for you. Because, you know, coming into the season, it's Brooks, hail. And next thing you know, we watched, you know, almost 20 minutes of game film there, and we see 2 really good catches. So what do you think we're learning about Dante Smith?
I'm really a stud. That's all I can say.
Well, it starts with yourself, man. And then you also play basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look forward for that. And I remember you stood out at the Violent game, right?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Got the game-winning shot. Big rivalry game.
Good. So what are you looking forward for the remainder of the season from you? Not from your team, but from you.
Probably at least like 10 touchdowns.
10 touchdowns in 5 games? That's two a game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, man. And what about you play any defense?
Nah.
Just offense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Brashear, what do you look like for the next 5 games from you? What do you expect from you?
I at least want to have some touchdowns going up into the season, and I at least want to have at least 200 yards rushing just to end the season off with a good start, like to go into next year.
All right, good. So this is where we're gonna end the third quarter with shout outs. So Dante, you go first. Do you want to shout out? Look into the camera. Who are you gonna shout out to?
I'd like to shout out my family, my siblings.
Okay. And Brashear?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my dad and the whole Melville program for helping me become the person I am today.
Good. Well, we're really proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. Again, it's good to showcase you guys here. Get people to know you not just with your helmet on, but see your faces and see what you're all about. So keep up the good work, and we look forward to more, great performances from both of you. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes the third quarter. We'll be back after this message. And
are you ready to go green and cut down on your electric bill? Then there is only one call you need to make. Soaring Solar is your complete source for solar, including new roof installations. Soaring Solar is a veteran-owned and family-run company. Call the Soaring Solar family today and talk with one of our solar consultants. For a free estimate, call Soaring Solar today at 609-270-7759 or find them on the web at www.soaringsolar.com.
As an educator, I am passionate about ensuring the success of others.
In Cumberland County, we have available grants and funding opportunities. We need to continue to offer more programs for educational growth so that individuals can succeed in the workforce. Let's keep that momentum going. That's why Darlene Barber and I are the people's candidates. I am Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez, and I approve this message.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization. Al Jones, Treasurer.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. We're in the fourth quarter. Again, we always look forward to the upcoming game. So we're slated to go against Jackson tomorrow night, Friday at 6 p.m. at Wheaton Field. And just where I pick the coach's brains as far as about Jackson on defense. What are we looking for on defense?
I think we're going to see a 4-2-5.
Yeah, they had
four man
down linemen.
But they've shown a 3-man front at times too. I think it'll be dependent on the situation in the game. But they seem to be more of a 4-man front style team, which is a change of pace for us because we've seen so many 3-man front. Because a lot of teams like to put more guys in coverage. Mm-hmm. So,
how does that affect you and your linemen?
A little bit different blocking wise. Like, every line I think wants a 3-man front. Hit the guys fast. Go upfield, get the backers. A lot more double teaming with a 4-man front, but that's not the worst thing either. So, as long as we execute the doubles, they'll be fine. I think we did a little both this week, and we've seen a lot of 3-man fronts the past couple of weeks. I think they're going to be fine either way. But
what about anybody spectacular on their defense? I know they're like tough kids. They seem like they go to the ball. I didn't see a lot of speed when I saw some of the game film. So
look, they're a better team than what we just saw this past week.
Mm-hmm.
They got some athletes on the team. They're gonna be well coached. It's a semifinal sectional game. So
they're not going to be a bad team.
No. I think they were the 6th seat in Group 4. Okay. So they had the 6th spot. So that's what put them in this situation. So listen, they're going to be a well coached team. They're going to come in with the same intentions as what we have, and that's to win the game.
Good. And what about on the offensive side of the ball?
From them, they show spread, but their quarterback number 1 is their main guy, so they're going to try to run them. They throw it, but they don't throw it a large amount. I think they have like 109 passing attempts on the season. They're throwing it barely 10 times a game.
QB keeps.
Yeah, a lot of QB keepers.
A lot of keepers. Yeah, exactly.
So, but the thing is that quarterback is also, I think, one of their starting corners.
Yeah.
So, he can have a long-winded day chasing down our wideouts and then at the same time running the ball.
Exactly. So, what has their season been like so far? And there's no common opponents, right?
No, because they're playing the short conference, I guess they had a reasonable schedule. I really don't know the level of competition that they played up there. I know they played a game against Long Branch, which wound up upsetting Pennsauken on the other side of the bracket last week. They played some reasonable competition from what I think. I don't know really much about them to say that much. but they're 7-2, just like us. They had 2 losses, 7 wins. So, they're having a successful season. They're in the second round of the playoffs.
All right, so preparing for tomorrow night. So I asked you during the timeout, but how's the grass look?
I have not seen it. I'm hoping that it's at 2 inches, and it's a situation that's conducive to who we are as a team.
How about the weather?
But outside of that, the grass looks awful. So it's chopped up. Yeah, it's chopped up. There's the sideline from the numbers to the sideline is amazing. Like if the rest of the field looked like that, it'd be great. But we also did play a freshman and JV game on it this week, so that don't help.
Gotcha. What about the weather?
Looks like it's going to be, what did I just say, 74 degrees?
Yep.
High of 74, so that means kickoff, you're going to be like mid-60s, which is beautiful. What is it, November 4th tomorrow? So, we're fortunate.
So, speaking of the field, I think we have a picture of the field. If we can pop that up, George, and look at what it's going to, it's just a mock-up. It's not. So, what do you think of that, coaches?
Yeah, that's something else there.
It's a nice track and field.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful. Yeah, I like that.
A turf field, and there is talk about like 2 inch, 2 1/4, but the 2 1/4 is the standard, and then you just put the fill in.
And it lessens it, right?
It lessens the grass.
Yeah.
So, but that's what the mock-up is. We'll be talking to the board and making sure everything goes according to plan. Like you just said, that the use of the field, and you can see there it's lined up for other sports, but we can handle other sports when it's a turf field.
Yeah, the kids deserve it. That's it. It's all for them. The kids deserve it. They work hard. They spend hours, practicing. So, for like the field hockey, soccer, whoever, like to have an opportunity to play under the lights at home is a great thing.
And what do you think of Millville and the Bolts on the end zone? Is that?
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
And then believe it or not, like the end zone, they could have been blue, but I think when you look at like plays, it's better to see people's feet with orange.
I think the orange is good because it contrasts the blue on the outside of the track.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe they would do the symbol that's in the middle of the basketball court in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that was something that the engineer put the M, so that's still up for grabs.
Yeah.
And Coach Lagamba.
The M looks good. The M looks good, but I would just be curious to see what that other looks like. I don't know if it's too big or not. And then I think we said, I think I told Lagamba it'd be nice to put like some bolt planes around the 15 on each of the opposite field,
Yep. That's actually in the plan too.
Okay.
And the stands will get moved back so we can have 6 lanes. I don't know why. Well, I know why. The lights were there, and they built the lights against the poles of the lights.
Gotcha.
So now, they built the stands against the poles. So they'll remove the one pole so they can move it back against the clubhouse so you can have 6 lanes.
Yep.
Our track program's good. So you brought that up, and so that's all. Like it's still not formal yet, but it's getting tighter as far as what we're going to do, and the board will be meeting to talk about moving forward with that.
Right after the season, is it?
Yeah, we want to get that going as soon as possible, so we have it.
It's a big project, right? So.
Yeah, it's a big project because it's not just that; it's moving the stands back. It's the lighting. The lighting, believe it or not, is from 1988.
Oh, geez.
So you think about it.
But now they have these LED lights that I heard are supposed to be like top notch, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's going to be similar to what you saw at Lenape.
Yeah. They did a nice job on that field.
Yeah. And so, not that you don't enjoy looking at us, but we also have the schedule, Coach. So if you could bring up the schedule and you could see the brackets, and I put an arrow where we're at now because we beat Lacey and now we're on to Jackson, right?
Jackson Memorial, yeah.
And then if all things being equal, the other side of the bracket, you see Hamilton and Shawnee.
Yep. It's going to be a good game. I think last year they met in the first round of the playoffs. It seems like they happen to be the 2 teams that always meet together. So that's going to be a good game. I'm interested to see who comes out. 2 good, well-coached programs. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out of that.
And then you can see the winner of the Hamilton-Shawnee game will play at Cherokee on November 18th.
Yep, for the state semifinals, yes.
And then we have that Turkey Day game, and then we go up north. All things working out for us. We're at Rutgers, and we would play the winner of the North 1, North 2.
Yep.
So, but like you said, I got the arrow on where we're at right now. Our head is on Jackson, making sure we take care of business there. Any thoughts about, like, you look at this as almost like another season now, Coach, right?
Yeah.
When you look at that, for high school kids, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games.
Yeah. It's
anything with the kids as far as that length of season?
No, I guess the hardest part is like keeping them engaged within the practice and all that. So we try to do couple different things just to keep them engaged. And at the same time, now at this point, practices don't need to be as long. So it's just like tempo. Let's get through what we have to get through. Let's get through it at a high rate, and then let's get in and out. But it's all dependent on how well they practice as well. So
So how well was the practices this week?
They were great this week. We have a really good scout team. I want to give them a shout out first. I think we have probably one of the best scout teams in South Jersey. Like, these guys are good players on the scout team, and they're consistently pushing us every week. So we go against a really good scout team the entire week practicing, and then we come into the game and we're really ready to go. Like, they're not letting us have stuff. They're not letting us win. Like, there's no letting off us.
A lot of trash talking.
Yep.
They want to blow it up. So I know on our offensive days, our scout defense, they're trying to come at us offensively, and we do situational stuff where we'll give them down and distance, score, all that stuff. So it's we have to succeed within the situational thing. So it gets them all excited about the moment. So when they stop us, they're rubbing it in my face, yelling, screaming. So it's a good time. So we're trying to do the best we can to make it as fun as possible. So
yeah, because again, it started back. Really, you guys have been together all summer
since July 5th.
Yeah, so
July
God bless
5th.
you, and thank you for your commitment.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So, Coach, we got a game again. Even though we talked about it, we got a game tomorrow night, 6 p.m.
6 p.m. You can buy tickets on the website. All right.
It's going to be 6 p.m. at Wheaton Field, Friday, and we'll be ready for the Jackson Memorial Jaguars, right?
Yeah, Jaguars, yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you all there. I want to thank Coach. I want to thank Coach Carr. Thank Dante Smith and Bryceer Hunter for joining us. This is Tony Trongone for QBC Broadcasting. And again, as always, go Bolts. Good job.
This has been a QBC television production in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22 and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.